It's a Top That Trade Day. Joining us now, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Scott Bauer, the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Here we go, guys. Round number one, tech takeoff. The big FANG names are high on investors' list ahead of COVID-19. Would you be a buyer ahead of earnings?
Yes, the answer is yes. But the question is the day before earnings or the day after, right? Going into earnings after an incredible run like this market, you always have the fear of profit taking. So if you're already long these stocks, I don't know if you want to buy them the day before earnings, because let's face it, we know the earnings are going to be good. A lot of that's been priced in. So it's a little dangerous to try to chase this right now. Even though I love the sector, if I'm not in the stock, I would definitely look for a little bit of a pullback before jumping in.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I'm a little concerned that these stocks have really come too far too quickly, and going into earnings, it might be set up as more of a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. Not that the earnings reports are going to be anything negative, but just that the street is going to be looking for way too much. So I agree with Phil. I'd probably wait for a little pullback first.
Round number two, oil drip. OPEC and oil allies agreed to drastic cuts in oil production. How long do you think crude oil prices will remain contained?
This is not a supply issue, in my opinion. It is completely a demand issue. There is no demand globally for crude. There is no demand anywhere in the near future. Near future meaning next couple weeks, maybe even the next couple months. So I see the next, for sure, 6 to 8 weeks being stuck in a very, very, let's call it bearish range here for crude.
That's going to be very interesting. You know, when you grow up, you should be an energy analyst because you're absolutely right. You know, but yeah, I mean, listen, it is a demand issue, and we've seen the biggest hit to demand in the history of the globe. Nobody's driving; people are going back. But the thing is that I've learned a long time ago, when you look at the energy sector, when it looks like prices will never go up, that's the time you want to start thinking about buying. And really, we're getting to price levels where we really don't have that much to go on the downside. And I'm assuming that someday demand is going to come back. And if you look at the record amount of stimulus spending we're doing around the globe, and the fact that we're going to start reopening these economies, my concern is that when demand comes back, supply might be an issue. Even though supply today seems overwhelming and we have no place to put the oil, if the economy comes back, I'm concerned about production destruction. We have seen major cutbacks in the U.S. shale industry. We've got people shutting down wells. We've got projects that aren't going to get built. So if the economy ever does get back to some semblance of normalcy, the supplies that we have in storage may start to dwindle fairly quickly. And that's what I hope happens, because that means the economy is getting better.
Round number three, life is but a stream. Netflix and Roku are a couple of hot stocks as Americans stay home and want some entertainment. What's the better buy, Netflix or Roku?
I got to say Roku, and you want to know why? Because on Roku, you can basically tape Top That Trade every week. You don't even have to be stuck at home. So when you leave at home, you can have your Roku box, Top That Trade. You will never miss one. And people that are home now are like, I can't go back to work because I'm going to miss Top That Trade. No, you're going to want to go back to work and do that. The other thing is, let's face it, Roku is a lot cheaper. Netflix has had an incredible run. It looks a little parabolic right now. I think Roku is a safer buy. It's lower risk, but I like both of the stocks long term.
Phil, did you get Angie's home address to send her that golden apple that you want to give the teacher there? I
will send her a golden apple. Absolutely. She deserves it. She deserves it.
Beautiful. And I'm going to take the opposite side of that. I actually like Netflix, and I think they're both overpriced right now. But if I were to go into one of them, I would go into Netflix, because the longer this seclusion, I'm going to call it, keeps on going, and it's not going away anytime soon. And we're looking worldwide here. Netflix is picking up subscribers, X by X by X worldwide. Yes, it's absolutely been parabolic. I think it still has more room to go in the long run, but I'm deathly afraid of either one of those right here, right now at these levels.
Well, let's get to that bonus round question. Walmart noticed some panic buying of toilet paper. What's the next hot product? Is it Kleenex, hair dye, or aspirin?
I got to say, it's going to be hair dye, right? People are panicking. They haven't been able to get their haircuts for months. They're panicking. Oh my gosh, you're going to find out I'm really blonde. That's going to come out anytime, any day now. So
I'm going aspirin.
Phil, you are the winner for answering the question correctly. But Scott, we're going to give it to you too for staying ahead of the curve on that hair dye move. Nice job.
He wouldn't know that because he's never dyed his hair. So, you got to know these things. So
look at that on the side there.
Well, Business First AM continues right after this. For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.